Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are chiming in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you that are returning, you already know how I feel about you. Mwah! Guys, today I'm going to share with you some quick tips on how I grew a thriving, very successful home care business within 6 months, my first 6 months. And guess what? You could do the same. While you're grabbing your pen and paper, I don't know if you know, but there's projections out here that state in 2033, time is going by so fast. In 2033, it is projected that it's going to be the home care space $296.41 billion industry. Let me say that again for those of you in the back that did not hear me. It is projected that the home care space in 2033 will be a whopping $296.41 billion. And now it's up. Because right now in 2023, last year, the projection was $143 billion. And guess what? Here in 2025, which is only a couple of months away, it's projected to be $166.33 billion industry. So do you think there's room for you? You, and you. Yes, there's room for you. So let me give you these quick tips. Okay, the first thing I'm going to tell you is search engine optimization. And yes, because I'm saying you're already established as far as got your license, you're waiting on your license. I'm telling you what to do while you're waiting, while you're thinking about it, wherever you may be. And guess what? This is even for those of you that have started your business and ain't making no money.
Guys, listen up.
So let me tell you this. I got my first 3 clients. I'm going to say 2.5, and I'll explain to you why. Clients from search engine optimization. The first one was a 24/7, which was 168 hours. The second one was a 24/7, 168 hours. The third one was the second client's daughter, Lauren, and she was part-time, which was 20 hours. She was an extremely gifted child, and I took her to piano lessons. We took her to the mall. We took her all these places because her mom was not in a position to do those things, right? For her, run those tasks. However, you may be thinking,
oh, coach, I've heard you say this before, or heard, someone say you can't do this, blah, blah, blah.
Talking about search engine optimization before you start your business. Now, I got to be honest. Come here, I don't want to tell you this too loud. I got to be honest. When I first started my business, I didn't know you could not have a website active, published, until you have a business. When I started my business, it took 6 months to get the license. So I literally had my website up, which is why my search engine optimization was ready. Because when you sign up for search engine op for the very first time, they say it's going to take about 6 to 8 months. However, I invested in a company and mine was running while I was waiting. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling you to do that. However, that's what I did. So I know search engine optimization works. So make sure you have your website optimized so you can start getting that organic through your blog that's on your website and also through your keywords. It's very important, guys. It does work. The second thing was networking. Networking was very important for me because I did not have a lot of money. I can't even say I had a little bit of money. I didn't have a little bit of money. I had, okay. So for those of you that think you need a whole lot of money, you really don't. A lot of times we want to have all of these things and looking at franchises or other successful businesses and say, oh, I need these customized folders. Oh, I need these brochures, or, oh, I need this. Baby, it's about serving first. Put your heart out there and serve first. The money will come. So don't stop your growth towards starting a business or growing your business because you think you don't have what you need. You do. You have your heart, you have your passion, you have your policy, procedures, you have your license if you're in a regulated state. So don't stop. Keep going. You can start a successful business with little to no money because I did it. So leverage your networking. You want to get out there, go to some free events, look on meetup.com or any other places, social media. People are always having events. Go to your local chamber, network with your neighbors, your church members, whomever. So you got to start where you are. So that was very important for me. I leveraged networking. So if you're an introvert, stick around to the end. I'm going to give you some tips because people don't believe it, but I'm an introvert. I have 2 friends. I don't see them often. I'm always with my husband and my family. So it appears that I'm an extrovert, but I'm really not. The third thing I'm going to say is your circle of influence. your mama, your brother, your sister, your best friends, your friends, their friends. Boom, boom, boom. You can Google circle of influence and what is that? Leverage your circle of influence and let everyone that you know that you are in business, you are accepting new clients, and you are always hiring. Can I get an amen? You are always hiring. Those are 3 keys to success. And then I'm going to say this. Start small, right? Meaning you don't have to have a lot of followers on social media in order to get started. So many people be caught up in vanity. How many likes did I get? How many people are following me? How many people shared my post? Don't get caught up in that. It is vanity. I want you guys, no matter if you start your business today and only your mother follow you, only your father follow you, only your husband, sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other follow you. You must start somewhere. It's just like a baby. The baby got to start with Google.
What?
Whatever that may be. The baby has to start with mama, dad. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to rush the process. Understand the process first. Okay. So just know that it's not about vanity. It is about quality and getting in front of people and letting people know that you're consistent in the quality that you bring, and you're talking to your ideal client, which is another thing that's very important. Talk to your ideal client. Who do you want to attract? It's not for the masses. It's a specific group that God has assigned to you that's in alignment with the services that you offer and with the culture that you provide. Okay. So on social media, you want to share things like stories sell. You want to share tips, how to keep your mom safe during flu season, how to prepare healthy meal for diabetic, whatever it is, educational tips, testimonials. Testimonials are really important as well. Make sure you have reviews on your Google page and events. So what is that? You want to share events. You want to share tips. You want to share testimonials. You want to share stories. You want to share things about your business, things about your caregivers. So that's how I literally grew a successful home care business, thriving home care business within 6 months. Sometimes you guys overthink it. Sometimes you overthink it. You just need to do it. I'm going to tell you another thing that sometimes you guys do. Sometimes you give up right before the blessing. Sometimes you give up. I had a call with a client this morning, and she said in January she was going to quit and give it up. She had to get a job in January, working from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. She went home, took a nap, got up, tried to run her business. She had 2 clients in January of 2024. February, 2 clients. March, 2 clients. She came to conference. Today, she's generating $23,000 a week, which I believe came up to $91,000 a month when we did the math. I think it came up to 1.196 when we annualized it. So don't quit before the blessing. Just have this mindset of, I understand that there's going to be some trouble. The water's going to be troubled. I understand that there could be a hurricane. It could be a whole lot of mess. And then all of a sudden that tsunami come, and all of these clients and amazing caregivers are coming in, and it's just an abundant. It's just overwhelming. So in the beginning, when you're moving a little slow, that could be, your opportunity to make sure your systems are in place, to make sure you know what goes in your client folder, what goes in your caregiver folder, etc. Get your house in order and give God something to bless. Now, I mentioned introvert. Yes, I'm an introvert. So let me talk to all my introverts. Or anybody #introvert. These are things you could do to start out, in addition to the things that I mentioned. When I talk about networking, instead of going out with all of these people, this huge chamber event, start small. Schedule one-on-ones. Meet someone at Starbucks. Meet someone at the library. Or if you're at the library and you see someone, use that as a challenge. Let me put myself in an environment where there's a small number of people, and I'm going to introduce myself to that person, and I'm going to start this conversation. I'm going to tell them about what I do, so you could get that level of confidence that you know you could do it. And it may feel a little overwhelming. It may feel stressful. It may feel uncomfortable. It may be daunting. However, these are things that you need. All right. And then I'm going to say with the social media, maybe you don't put your face out there and you're not going live and you're not talking about the business. But guess what? There's such thing as a faceless video. So maybe you just grab you some clips. I used to grab clips all the time from shutterstock.com and grab you some clips. and put it out there and just do a voiceover until you're comfortable showing your face. And then interviews, do Zoom interviews. My daughter was doing Zoom interviews this morning for her home care business, and she did an amazing job. It was fabulous. I was like a proud mother and an excited coach. So leverage Zoom if you're not comfortable as an introvert right now doing face-to-face. Now, again, you're going to have to grow that muscle, right? You got to work that muscle. But I'm just telling you from introvert to introvert, okay? Where you at? Hashtag introvert. And then I want you to write down, create yourself a script for answering the phone, create yourself a script and memorize it for when you go into the home, what you're going to say in the elevator, yes, elevator pitch, yes. What are you going to say when you meet somebody face-to-face? All these scenarios that you're going to be in, because now you are an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to transition into a small business owner, CEO. So there's transitions that will take place, right? So you want to create a script, some notes, some tips to help you. And you want to breathe. Those of you that were at conference, we had an amazing person on stage that was teaching you how to breathe. Just breathe. And the last thing I want to say as an introvert, focus on listening. Well, first of all y'all need to be listening. If you talk too much, slow down. Bite the inside of your cheek, because you need to be listening. People like to be heard, right? You need to regurgitate what they just said so you can offer them the service that they need. That's just basic sales. That's just basic courtesy. Close your mouth and listen. Give people an opportunity to tell you what they need, okay? Focus on listening. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Focus on listening. So I hope you found value in this. I feel great sharing the information because I know it works. And there's room for you to create a thriving, successful home care business. Stop overthinking it. Hashtag stop overthinking it. If you have not gotten your ticket for conference, I don't know what you're waiting on. Get your ticket. Get your ticket. Go to homecarecoaching.com, click on services, and get your ticket. Guys, you already know what to do. Click the subscribe. Click the bell, turn on notifications so you can be notified every time I drop some gems. When I'm out here dropping gems. Take care, guys. God bless.